Hey guys, my name's Shane Ziegler. I live in Mount Pleasant, South Carolina, and we live on about a 10.2 acre pond. It's about 20 feet deep, and we've had a problem with algae in here recently. About this time last year, we had a major algae bloom. The pond turned to pea soup. All the algae died, and the bacteria eating up the algae took all the oxygen out of the water. We had a major fish kill. Broke my heart. The pond was just covered in hundreds and hundreds of big largemouth bass and bluegill, and the water cleared up, and now we're having another bad algae bloom. It is March 24th 2019. Now we're having another major algae bloom. After the end of last summer, the water got real gross looking again with planktonic algae. Take a look at it right now. You can see the thick film on the surface, and it's just algae all the way down. It's disgusting. And luckily last spring we did have the fish spawn before the fish kill, so we've had little fish growing up in here. There's probably lots of pound bass and pan-sized brim in here, and we don't want another fish kill. So I called Doug at Nature's Pond, and he gave me some recommendations. So after our fish kill last spring, because we love to swim in the pond, and it cleared up very nicely, and I bought one of these systems from Doug. I just researched on the internet, and this was mostly just to keep some cool aeration around our dock to help prevent anything harmful from growing, and we loved it. You can see it working right there. It's bringing up, that's in about 20 feet of water, bringing up this. In the summer it felt like ice cold water coming up from the bottom, and actually cooled the whole area around my dock by probably 5 degrees or so. So we've had a few area biologists come and look at the pond, and the main issue with our pond is an excess of nutrients. Phosphorus. We're in a big watershed here, lots of runoff from roads, fertilizers, geese, waterfowl, just an accumulation of years of buildup of excess nutrients. So one thing is to aerate the pond, but also we need to do something to drastically reduce the algae or the excess nutrients in our pond. So I called Doug at Nature's Pond again and asked him if he had any recommendations. He recommended, in addition to the system that I have, I purchased 3 of these. This is the HD 550, and it comes with 3 of these diffusers. They're very simple to hook up. All you do is have this PVC that just plugs right in. You have a PVC tubing from wherever you have your machine sitting. A tube runs to this 3-way splitter, has these valve controls on them, which you put this heavy rubber tubing that sinks on the bottom, and that rubber tubing goes to one of these diffusers. I've already set up one of these at a neighbor's house, and we've got 3 diffusers out, spread about 250 feet apart. After the diffusers are in place, what we're going to do is we're going to put this Nature's Pond conditioner in there, and this is a food grade. It reduces pond sludge and foul odors. It has bacteria and enzymes that actually will just take care of some of that excess phosphorus and nitrogen in the pond. And so we're going to I got enough for 3 applications of it, so we're going to put one immediately as soon as we get these diffusers out. Then we're going to do another one here in end of April, May, and then we're going to do another one in the fall. And I'll make another video and let you see what things look like after we do all this. Another precautionary thing we're going to do is after we put the conditioner in the pond, and it's very simple, you just take it and you just go around and dump it on top of the diffusers, dump it all around in the pond, really simple. And then we have some pond dye, it's food grade, And what this will do is tint the water a pretty color and prevent sunlight from penetrating too far to help decrease future algae blooms. All right, so we're just kind of getting some close-up looks of the disgusting algae on the surface. And what it's starting to do, luckily we've had a kind of a cool spring. Last year was opposite, we had a really warm spring, but as soon as, and what it's starting to do now as it's warming up is it's starting to thicken up, and pretty soon it's going to be pea-soup. It's that planktonic algae. So we're at April 25th, and we've got Amos, Holden, and Winters, and we are adding some dye to the pond to help prevent algae from growing, and it'll give it a nice color. Same way we applied the conditioner about a month ago, and the pond is already looking much better. May 14th, and the pond is getting clearer. It's kind of been going back and forth. There's still quite a bit of algae floating, but it's not all a scum on the surface like it was. The pond in general is looking much, much better. We put the first application of pond conditioner towards the end of March, and I think about 6 weeks later we put the dye in, and now I'm going to put the second application of conditioner in today. But it is looking much healthier. See some of the diffusers out there working. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 diffusers working off of 4 units. All right, it's May 21st, 2019, and did the second application of the pond conditioner last week, and good news, the pond is looking beautiful. So I'm going to do a little video here of the pond, but my kids and I were swimming in it. It's cleared up. Lots of little bass growing up and bluegill. Lots of life in the pond again. So very happy with the system. The whole neighborhood is very happy with what we did here, because it's really took a 360. It was pretty disgusting only a few months ago. So thank you, Doug. And I'll just take a couple shots here. There you can see how much it's cleared up. Lots of little fish swimming around. Still a little bit of algae in the water, but no scum or anything. It's really got a good color to it. Yeah, take a little shot. There's the coyote to keep the geese away from pooping. There's a diffuser right there. You can see way in the distance a couple more out there. Got 3 along that bank. We've got 11 diffusers out in the pond. There's one right there, another one down there. So they've been doing a great job.